Hey there, Team Log Trucks in the Healthy Trucker 10-pound challenge. End of week number 1. I've been on the road, so didn't post any videos for a couple of days. Back in my kitchen, and I want to talk today about a word that wasn't always popular with me growing up. It's a 5-letter word called salad, S-A-L-A-D. And I want to talk about what makes a great salad. I've learned about that, great food can come in the form of a salad. And I think there's 3 T's. When I think of a salad, I think of its taste. It's got to taste awesome. And you have a number of options. If it doesn't taste good, I don't want you eating it. There's texture. Texture is important to me, and it's a big part of what makes good food. And there's temperature. And so I'm going to put together my lunch for today and just talk to you about how those 3 things come into play, both the taste, the temperature, and the texture of salad, to hopefully encourage you to experiment and make a salad that you're actually going to look forward to eating. It's not a sacrifice to substitute the Wendy's Baconator that I talked about in salad. It's actually something good. And then on top of it, and this is going to be a good measure of any food that you eat, I want you to measure how it makes you feel afterwards. So there's 2 parts of health. Yeah, I want it to taste good while you're having it, but the big measurement is, how does it make you feel once you've eaten it? And if you can combine those 2 things, I think you're going to be well on the road to creating a diet to a healthy lifestyle. So today's salad, let's talk about texture. Texture comes in a number of different ways. Number 1, it can come in a salad that you choose. I grew up, and every single salad we had when I was growing up was iceberg lettuce, and that was the only lettuce that you ever use. Now there are some salads that I love iceberg lettuce, but I want you to know, if you've never experimented, there are a ton of them out there. Today's salad has spinach. If you like crunch, go for kale. If you want just different textures, add some cilantro or some basil or some. They all have a different chewiness that goes in and can give you also a different taste. Is really kind of good. So I'm going to add texture in a number of different ways. I've got my spinach. I am going to add, and I'm going to, Costco has amazing pears these days. They taste absolutely awesome. I've diced up a whole pear. I'm going to put it on my particular salad. So I'm taking this pear and I'm dumping it on. And pear is something, don't worry about quantity. Eat as much as you want. If you want to be full, this is a great way to fill yourself up. It adds sweetness, so a difference in taste. Spinach is kind of tangy, pear is kind of sweet. I love sweet, I love sugar. It's a great way to kind of help your body satisfy that desire in you. The second thing that we're going to do for texture is I'm going to add some cheese. It adds protein, but I love goat cheese. And the thing about goat cheese is that it's kind of nice and soft, and it just kind of melts in your mouth, and it's got a texture that I like. If you don't like goat cheese and you don't like that texture, feel free to substitute it with the cheese that you want. And I'm going to put a couple ounces on there, enough so that I get a little bit of that flavor in every single mouthful, but not too much to overwhelm. Texture. With smooth, you want crunch. When you get those 2 in a mouthful, it makes for a great meal, no matter what you're doing. Certainly makes for a great salad. Here I've got some roasted, toasted almonds. I'm going to take a handful, I'm going to dice it on and dump it onto my salad, and that's going to give me the contrast of texture of smooth and crunchy. And I've got the salad that's a little bit crunchier. I've got different tastes. I've got sweet in the pear. I've got a little bit of tart in the spinach. And the cheese certainly gives me another texture and taste that's there. The final thing is temperature. Most of these things, the salad is room temperature, the pear is cold, the cheese is cold, the roasted almonds are room temperature. I'm going to add something that's warm. I've heated up a few slices of chicken. That also give me protein. And I love that contrast of cold and hot in a salad is really, really good. And my pièce de résistance, or what's going to end this all off, is this dressing that I'm going to put on. One of the biggest things to a healthy lifestyle is when you eat out, ask them to put the dressing on the side and then use a spoon to coat your salad with enough dressing so that you get its taste in every bite. But you don't get 10,000 calories, which dressings can easily give you. The dressing's another example of contrast. It has honey Dijon mustard in it. And it has apple cider vinegar, acidic versus sweet. It has a number of different contrasts that actually give a lot of flavors and make this plate an awesome plate to eat. Now I want to remind you, the test of any food is not only does it taste great, and this is going to taste great, I'm looking forward to this lunch, but how does it make you feel afterwards? This afternoon at 2, 3 o'clock, I'm not going to want to crash on the couch. I'm going to have energy. It gives it to me. Salads can be a great word in your healthy living lifestyle. I want to encourage you, I've shown you some ingredients. Use the concepts of different tastes, textures, and temperatures to create a salad that you love, and is going to help you in this challenge. I want to wish you a great week. Have safe travels on the road if that's where you are. We'll talk to you soon.